Hi, guys. Welcome back. I have the pleasure today to start my interviews again, and I have the pleasure to interview Jess. Um, Jess and I work together. We both own our own businesses, and we mastermind on a monthly basis. So I'm just thrilled to have you here, Jess. Thank you so much
Thanks.
for taking the time to do this and to share your story with everybody.
Awesome. Thank you for having me. I'm really excited to share the story and I feel honored to be here.
Thank you. So let's get right into it. So before you started your business, where were you? What did you do in life?
Well, I've always been a entrepreneur at heart. I mean, right around the time when I was starting my business, I had just gone back to school. I re-educated myself in my late 30s to become a community support worker. I was working full time for an Aboriginal friendship center, which I loved my job. I really felt passionate about what I was doing, but I was not making enough money to pay my bills. So I was also picking up second, third jobs. I was even doing skip the dishes for a while because I was able to do it. I had a new puppy, so I was able to do it with the puppy. I was able to do it around the kids' schedule. I was working for TELUS for a little while, doing some door-to-door sales, which was also something that was definitely not something I thought I would ever be doing in my late 30s, 40s. But I really didn't want to go back to waitressing. So I spent 15 years as a waitress. Most of my adult life was a career waitress. So I was once I went back to school and re-educated myself, I said I will never waitress again, and no matter what it takes, I'm not going to waitress. But I've always been doing some kind of home-based business or looking into an opportunity that way. Probably for the last like 20, I think the first time I did anything it was like a multi-level marketing company. I had a microfiber cleaning cloth company, and I did that when my son was or when I was pregnant with my son. So he's almost 21, and that was probably my first experience with working kind of for myself. So I got a little bit of a taste of what it would be like to uh, be my own boss. And I started doing all different types of home party based business or health supplements. And um, just, they all worked, but I either found what happened after a little bit of time, I was not impressed with the product or not impressed with the company, or it just wasn't a really stable compensation plan. And I really didn't feel like I wanted to invest all of my time into something that I didn't feel passionate about. Yeah.
The next question is, why did you choose to go online, and were you skeptical?
Okay. Well, online, before finding this business, I had tried a couple different online options. And the reason why the online space appealed to me is that I travel every year with my kids. One year we spent 4.5 months in Mexico one winter, and I got a taste of what it would be like to work online. At the time, my husband was making a little bit of money working online with a company that he thought was it was like an affiliate marketing company, and he tried that out and thought it was working, but it didn't actually work out. So, but what happened during that time is we realized how great it would be to live a life where we could have a portable income source, still be able to travel and spend our winters away, but live in BC in the summer and the nicer months. So that kind of prompted me to start looking for different ways to earn online. So I tried a few different things, and I was skeptical because I was burned on a couple different opportunities. So false promises or training that was very hard to follow, or a system that really didn't work for Canadians. It was more set up for Americans. So I probably tried 3 or 4 different things before I came across this business. So there was definitely some skepticism, but I was actually introduced to this business by one of my very best friends. So I had the trust already based because this is my best friend and she's doing it, and she's been doing it for, I think at the time it was around 9 months. And I thought, okay, well, she's still doing it. It's obviously working if she's doing it 9 months later. It's not just like a month into it. So I asked her about it, and once she directed me to what it was all about, I was blown away because it was basically everything I ever looked for online. It appeared like I was going to be getting everything I needed from it. So the skepticism kind of melted away when I knew someone personally that was succeeding with it.
So my next one was going to be like, why specifically this opportunity out of everything that's out there? Because there's lots of stuff in the online world, right? And you don't, but you kind of answered it because of your best friend, right? So Jess, can you tell us like about once you got in, like the training, the support, the mentorship, how was that?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's what stands out for me now. I've been doing this business just over 2.5 years, and I'm now actually doing coaching in the business. And the one thing I'm so proud about when I talk about our business is the support and how everyone is really like honestly, genuinely wanting to see you succeed. So it's not like a competition and let's see who can be the best. It's how can we build other people up and how can we cheer everyone else on, and it genuinely feels like we're part of a system that cares. I feel like I matter. I'm not just this one other number, but instead people know who I am, people respect who I am, and they congratulate me on each step of the way, which honestly, I think that's the huge difference, because the other opportunities that I did try, there was no community, there was no support. If you did get support, it was like a robot support, auto-generated responses. And here I just find the training is super easy to follow. I was able to set my business up in less than a week. And I mean, I gave it all the free time I had, but I wanted it, I understood it, and I didn't have any stumbling blocks. And then if I did, I had a direct mentor to reach out to. And then I had a whole community of other people that could also support if I wasn't getting the answer from my mentor. So I think by far, I think we have the best opportunity going online because of the community and the support that we have.
Yeah, we have an amazing community and we're growing so fast.
Yeah.
It's amazing. One more question for you, Jess. You've been in the business 2.5 years. How has this business changed your life?
Well, on several ways, actually. I mean, financially, obviously, I've been able to reap the benefits of how it's provided for me as a single mom. I no longer work 2 to 3 jobs at a time. I work one job. I don't work full time anymore. I usually work 3 days a week, 5 to 6 hour days. So I'm home doing a majority of my work from home now, which has given me huge flexibility. So when I want to, see my daughter's soccer game, I go see the soccer game. And if there's a graduation or something like that going on, I have the opportunity to do that. If I want to take a trip, I wish we could take more trips right now, but if I want to travel, I can. I don't have to think, oh my God, I'll never be able to get a week off. I literally have taken already 5 vacations this summer since the kids have been out of school. And it's just, I have so much more flexibility right now, but I also feel like I'm finally able to own my time and decide when I work. And I still give a lot of time to my business, but I give it at the time when it makes sense for me and my family. This whole week I had holidays from my other job, but I still woke up at 6 a.m. and I worked my online business and did all that I could while the kids were sleeping. So as soon as they woke up at 10, I was done for the day and I could play games and we could go mini golf and we could enjoy the river. And I didn't have to report to an office or report to a clock. And that's the hugest thing I think that I find that has changed for me, is just feeling like more in control of my days and my time and being able to do the things I want to do.
Yeah, benefit of being your own boss. You decide when to work. Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, thank you so much, Jess, for taking this opportunity and sharing your story with us. We like to keep these nice and short, so we'll be done. But stay tuned for next week, and we'll have another interview for you guys. Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Jess.
Bye.